What's up, everybody? It's Cameron Foose with thetechnicaltrader.net. I just wanted to go over some of the trades of the day. We had an alright day, made a couple grand, but it could have been a huge day. Just missing out on a couple opportunities. Volatility in the market makes it, pretty difficult these days to make money. But first off was EMKR. I alerted this right out of the gates at 102. You can see here, this is the 2-minute chart I'm looking at right here. When the stock gapped up and we had earnings out this morning, and in the 2-minute chart, when I look at these, I wait to see if on a gap open, I'm looking for a consolidation, in the first, 3 to 7 candles that are formed there, and a breakout to the upside of those candle range, basically a flag there, and that's a buy trigger. Also, with this being at $1 per share, that golden spot, where stocks usually trigger, this was looking like a pretty solid trade. So I alerted the Black Service crew at 102 that I was taking a long position here. We did pretty solid right after that, rode all the way up to a high of 116. Actually sold a third position at 113, locking in about $480 in profit, I believe. I was up about $2,000 on the position here when this was up at highs. But these stocks here, as you can see on this daily chart on EMKR, just what a crazy day this was. Opening, rising all the way up, and then closing back down, barely even moving on the day. So looking here on the full day chart, this rose up 15% from its opening price and came all the way back down, and then even closed way down farther than where it opened at. I even added at 105 after I sold that 1/3 at 113. I re-added that 1/3 at 105, averaging up my position a little bit. I was thinking that this might consolidate and then come back and retest highs, but it actually did break down below this support level right here at 104. I actually sold out the rest of my position actually for a loss on this second piece because I had added up above here. And so I really only made $90 on this trade. So that was a pretty unfortunate trade, not taking full advantage of this morning spike. I had about a $2,000 profit at one point on this stock. Ended up only selling it for $90, due to this crazy volatility. Looking at this candle on the daily chart, that's just nuts to see that. Same thing with Gigam yesterday. Gap open, huge run. Came all the way back down to its opening price and then went down to 80 cents today. But anyways, you got to lock in some of your profits on the way up because of that kind of stuff. But in hindsight, you might miss out on opportunities because you sold too early, and that's what happened with BIOF. Along this at 65 cents today, you can see here on the daily chart, bouncing out the 13 EMA, long as it was breaking out right here above 65 cents. Actually sold it at 66 cents for a $150 profit. I wasn't just my head game was kind of screwed up from EMKR this morning, and I wasn't about to see something like that happen again. So I sold out at 66 cents for $151 in profit. And then we came back right after that. I sold right here, and then this rallied all the way up to 78 cents. So, I would have had a huge gain on this trade. But this all sparked up because of PEIX, and BIOF runs off of PEIX's momentum. So, we first saw this one initially spiking, talking about it on Foose Radio. I was looking at the dollar potential roll here, also breaking above the 13 EMA once again. So I was watching this stock consolidate, as you can see here on this intraday pattern, forming this bullish triangle. So I went long at 97 cents, alerting about this trade, potential to break 98, which would trigger a dollar roll, and that could lead to a huge gain. So, I actually bought even a little more at 98 cents. I sold a little piece at 102, and then I sold again up here at 110. So I locked in $2,100 on this trade, and at 110 it rose even almost up another 10 cents from that point. So there's a lot of momentum on PEIX. I was able to pull out a little over $2 grand on this trade. Could have made a lot more, but my head game was a little screwed up after BIOF and EMKR trades. But these patterns did work out to my benefit. But anyways, that's it for today. Come check out my real-time stock pick trade alerts, as well as the Foose 4 DVD, which is 50% off until January 1st, and it's the #1 rated DVD at investimonials.com.